Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Feed Me Friday. This is going to be a little bit different today because I am doing an egg fast. Now, this was something that was popular back when I first started, and it's funny to say back when I first started, but it's just, that was going on 5 years ago, and trends go in and out, and I haven't seen this around in a couple years. So I thought, well, you know what? Not like I'm going to bring it back, but, I thought it's an interesting thing to do. So here's the idea. Every time you're hungry, you eat eggs. But for every egg that you eat, you need to also have a tablespoon of healthy fat and 1 ounce of cheese. So I'm going to have 2 eggs this morning. I'm going to put a tablespoon of butter in here. And then a tablespoon of butter goes in my coffee. And instead of 2 ounces of cheese in with my eggs, I'm going to do 1 ounce of cheese and then a tablespoon of heavy cream for my coffee. So it's not exactly an even swap, but it's close enough. Close enough for me anyway. So reasons why you could do this. So I think it's good to do it as a reset. Like, let's say you went off track, that was one of the reasons why I would do it in the past. Like, let's say I had like a meal that caused inflammation and stuff, and I just didn't feel very well. So what I would do is I would do an egg fast for like maybe a day and a half or 2 days, just to kind of like flush the bad stuff out of my system. There's other people who just do like a water fast. I don't do that. But this is not for any of those reasons. I think I just gave you guys one. Sorry. Second reason would be that people are like trying to lose weight. And they want to just like kind of like get in ketosis pretty quickly. So this should do it. I only really know, I think I only ever watched one person do it. And they said they did it for, I think it was 5 days. Oh my word. But they were saying how they had like a boatload of energy, and they were just, of course, by the time they got to the end of 5 days, they were sick and tired of eggs, which I could see that happening. But yeah, it kind of like reset their system, and they lost some weight. So I'm not actually doing it to lose weight. I will put my scale. I weighed myself this morning. I'll put the number up there. I'm weighing myself anyway because I do it every day. But also I thought it would be interesting if I lost a couple pounds and, hovered around there. All right, let's see. Apparently I can't weigh and talk at the same time. There we go. 1 ounce of cheese. And that is enough for that. So I'm going to go get myself some coffee and then we'll get started. I do remember it was kind of interesting because someone else said I wanted to see what they were doing, but they just like took too long to get to the point. They were doing an egg fast, and they were extremely creative with like all these different things that they made for themselves that they could have during the egg fast that still fit the criteria. Like one of those things was an egg loaf, and I just made an egg loaf the other day. By the time this posts, that video should have dropped. So hang on, coffee's done brewing. I gotta go get it now. I won't be getting that creative with my stuff. Of course, I say that, but by day 3, I might be like, I need something different. I did have a couple ideas this morning, so we'll see. But for now, it's just gonna be simple scrambled eggs. I am making some hard-boiled eggs too, though, because while I don't normally eat hard-boiled eggs very often, I thought that would give some good variety. Vanilla Skyline coffee, tablespoon of heavy cream, tablespoon of butter, a few dashes of salt, and a scoop of collagen. Collagen doesn't really fit anywhere in this, but it's part of my routine, so it stays. We went out to eat yesterday for my cousin's wake, because one of my cousins had passed away last week. So we went out with the family yesterday, and it was such a good time. When I say a good time, you know what I mean. It's like, it's not a good time because he passed away. It was nice to talk to the family and everyone spend that time together. We ended up going to Olive Garden. I'll put some pictures up to what me and my mom ordered while we were there. The the waitress was so sweet. She barely skipped a beat when I said no pasta with the shrimp Alfredo. And she's like, okay. And that was it. That was the end of it. There was nothing else to talk about. But my cousin's husband, he was so funny. He just kept ribbing me about my food choices. And he was teasing like, yeah, put all the breadsticks down at her end of the table. And I'm like, yeah. It didn't bother me. He's a nice guy. He's good to my cousin, so I appreciate him. But he's also the kind of person where I feel like if I could talk to him about why I do the diet and I could give him the information, I feel like he would be on board. Just because he has that kind of, that kind of thinking process. Where if he's presented with the facts and they make sense to him, he will change his mind. So anyway, that is going to be it. I don't think you guys need to see this plated up, but I will take a picture anyway because I'm going to be posting about this on YouTube. Or not YouTube. I'll be posting about this on Facebook. But for now, that's it. I'll see you guys at lunch. Oh, it looks like just regular egg salad, doesn't it? Well, you'd be wrong. This was a weird concoction. So I browned a tablespoon of butter first, and then I cut up an ounce of black pepper cheese, and I added some, about a tablespoon and a half of sour cream because I'm not doing the extra ounce of cheese. So it's like the sour cream is the swap for the cream for the cheese. Oh my word, I can't say it right. Anyway, so the other tablespoon of butter went in here along with a tablespoon of heavy cream. So the heavy cream plus the sour cream makes up that extra ounce of cheese. Hopefully that makes sense. And then it's 2 hard-boiled eggs along with it, salt, pepper, and yeah, that's my lunch. Dinner, another 2 eggs, tablespoon of butter. I added in, it's got half an ounce of mozzarella cheese that I added into the eggs. And then when the eggs were all cooked, I did half an ounce of Parmesan cheese and 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. Coffee has, same as always, tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of heavy cream, and a few dashes of salt. And I don't know if this will be it for today. It's only about 3:30 and I've got table tennis tonight. So I will probably get something to eat when I come home, but we'll see. I said, I'm gonna film for a second. I'm gonna have an element before I go into the club tonight, just in case I have any problems. It's we don't have a lot of counter space in this kitchen, and my mom needs counter space too. Anyway, this is the citrus flavor, which I don't think I've had citrus flavor in like a year. I normally go for the orange or the grapefruit, but anyway, just want to let you guys know. Last item for the first day is 1 egg, tablespoon of butter, ounce of cheese. And that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Man, I am so hungry this morning. So I want to tell you guys what happened last night. Normally, when I get home from table tennis, I am so tired. I'll go right to sleep. Like I have no issues. And that's actually me pretty much every day. I never have an issue going to sleep since I started this diet. So period, like, almost 5 years ago, I generally conk right out. If I stay awake, it's usually because, I don't know, hormones. Sometimes I had too much caffeine in a day and my body just couldn't handle it, which is extremely rare because normally my body doesn't know what to do with caffeine. So, but yeah, last night, I'd normally conk out around like 10:30. I was probably up until at least 11:30 last night. So that was interesting. I did wake up with a small stomach ache in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's another reason why I normally don't eat so late. But I thought, you know what? It's all right. I was actually hungry, so I'm, whatever. I don't know if I'll do that again, though. I don't like feeling like that. What else? I feel like there was more. Oh, so, I was saying it's like I didn't know if I want to give myself the challenge of making the eggs differently, like every single time. Now, for breakfast, I'm fine having them the same way every day. That's just how I normally do, my breakfast. But I don't want to do it the same way for my other two meals too. So I think I have ideas for how I'm going to do it the rest of the day today. And I learned something interesting last night. I was talking to someone who she just got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and she was saying, that's on the wrong unit. There we go. She was telling me that as long as she keeps her numbers under 180, she's fine. And I'm like, 180? That's like in the danger range. Like anything over 140 is not good for you. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to get my cup of coffee real quick. So, I'm wondering when the numbers got changed from 140 to 180 and why. Why did they change them? I was looking, and I mean, it's a whole bunch of websites were saying that, like, even the CDC was saying 180. So I was kind of like, that makes me mad, because over 140 is like when damage starts happening. So why did they change the numbers? And here's what I think it is. I think they changed the numbers because they saw that the medicine doesn't work. The medicine can't get people's blood sugars under control. So if they move the goalpost, now people will feel better seeing that they've got like a 180. And it's, oh man, you can get the right numbers by eating right. But instead, to keep people on the medicine, man, I want to do some more research to see who decided that, like who changed those numbers. Anyway, that is so frustrating. I gave myself 2 tablespoons of heavy cream this morning because I realized yesterday that if I'm swapping out an ounce of cheese for the heavy cream, if I only do 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, it's not enough fat. So if I do 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, now we're with the fat again. I got this in a sample pack. It's caramel pecan coffee by Barney's Coffee Company. So anyway, that's that. What else do I want to say? The woman, as she's talking to me, she's telling me, she's like, well, I eat anything I want as long as I make sure that my fiber is the right numbers. So apparently, the ADA is recommending people to follow this certain calculator. It's like, as long as your fiber is okay, you don't have to worry about anything else. Your numbers are going to be fine. And I'm like, well, hang on a second. That fiber could be coming from fruit, it could be coming from processed foods. They are setting people up for failure. So, but the thing is, then they're telling them, well, just keep your blood sugars under 180. And I'm sure there are people who are getting over 200 and they're thinking, well, that's close enough to 180. So it just, oh my goodness, it just makes me so sad, because people are going to be sick. There are going to be people who are going to be losing body parts because of these stupid new regulations. And it makes me so sad. But anyway, this is one of the reasons why I troll these ads, because there's so much misinformation out there. Anyway, these are done. All right, I'm going to go sit down and eat them. Oh, one other thing I want to say, something that I noticed was that like, this is more food than I would normally eat. I was weighing it last night, the after I had just one egg. So one egg, 1 ounce of cheese, and 1 tablespoon of butter is almost 90 grams. So that's pretty much what the amount that I have for breakfast. For all my meals, it's almost, I try to have around 100 grams. So it's almost double the amount. And I was curious to see, what is that going to do to my weight? But the thing is, I was hungry. So I had the 2 eggs for lunch, or I had the 2 eggs for breakfast, and I was pretty hungry for lunch. Normally it's just an inkling of hunger, but I was actually very hungry. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Someone was recommending that I have more eggs. They were saying that they have like 4 to 5. They were suggesting I have, more, because 2 wasn't going to cut it. It's like, I can't fit more in than that, because this is plenty with how I feel. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, I am very full. So if I put more in than that, I'm going to be sick. So just putting that out there. Anyway, I'm going to go sit down and eat my breakfast, and I will see you guys at lunch. I'm going to make my lunch in just a minute, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing today. This is very hard to make these and not have like a few little bites, but I'm doing it. I'm restraining myself, and I'll have them when I'm done with this challenge. Bean around the world, tiramisu coffee with a tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. I did only a tablespoon of heavy cream this time because I wanted some sour cream. So between the two, that's the same amount of fat as 1 ounce of cheese would have been. Plus some mustard, which I was reading some other egg fasts, and they said things that don't have any extra fat and they're super low calorie or 0 calorie. So mustard's one of them. Certain hot sauces, you got to check. But anyway, so yeah, that's to go along with my 2 fried eggs. I fried them this time in a tablespoon of tallow, and then I added some sharp cheddar on top. So the puddles are the tallow that I poured on afterwards. And that's lunch. Something squeaky. She's just got to get in on the video. Cameo. So this is 2 eggs cooked in a tablespoon of beef tallow. I added 1/2 ounce of ricotta, 1/2 ounce of mozzarella, and sprinkled like some Italian seasonings on top. And this is roasted chestnut brickle, something along those lines. It's a decaf coffee by Crazy Cups Company. Tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and that's going to be it for now. Hopefully I won't have to eat again tonight, because I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night again. I was just downstairs getting a little more exercise in today, and my legs are kind of sore, so I'm going to have some electrolytes just to finish out the day. I don't think I'm going to need anything else tonight. My stomach is pretty full, so I think we're good, and this will be it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Here we go again. So 2 eggs cooked in a tablespoon of butter with some cheese that my friend Andrew brought over. I thought it was all gone, but apparently not. And it's a kind of cheese that does not melt. I can't remember the name of it. It said like, I don't know, moon cheese or something like that on it. I don't remember. Anyway, this is Bean Around the World apple pie coffee with a tablespoon of butter and 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. So we stopped at a new little store on the way to visit my in-laws, and I just think it's funny the different things that we got. My husband got this peanut butter chocolate crisp thing. My daughter got chocolate milk.
By Bad Farm.
Yeah, by Bad Farm. And I'm going to be taste testing some cultured butter. I think I'll feel like very cultured after I'm done tasting this. So anyway, I just thought it was funny the different things we got. We also got apples and some kimchi and a few other items. So lunch is 2 eggs scrambled in some new cultured butter that I got. I feel so cultured now and like high class and stuff. I added some buffalo hot sauce to it, the cleanest kind out there, and 1 ounce of Mexican mixed cheese, and then this is about 15 grams of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of heavy cream, and that is lunch. Dinner's going to be the same as lunch because it was so good. So 2 eggs cooked in a tablespoon of cultured butter, some Mexican mixed cheese, which is really just Monterey Jack. I think I put some mozzarella in there and cheddar. and then about 15 grams of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of butter in my coffee. This one was White Christmas Decaf by Crazy Cups. And that is it for now. I forgot to say hot sauce. I put buffalo hot sauce in there. Good morning. Okay, let's rehash and talk about how things went. I did not get to take a picture of the scale today because I had to hurry up and get out of the bathroom before my daughter got in there. So I can tell you though, I did not lose any weight. I did say that was expected. I didn't expect to lose any weight on this. I think if I had weight to lose, I probably could have dropped a few pounds. But the thing is, eating this way for the egg fast, it's more than I normally eat. And I did say that. It's almost twice the amount that I eat. Now, I could have cut that down. But if I had, then I would have been hungrier faster, and I still would have had to eat more. So, yeah. And I mean, you know, that's how I'm built. So that expectation was met as far as not losing any weight. So moving forward, let's see what else. I wondered if I would get like a boost of energy, and that did happen. So I can check that off. I'm trying to get like 30 grams, and it keeps going from like 32 down to 29, back up to 32. So there, 30 grams of eggs today. Normally, the amount of eggs, I did weigh it the one night I had 1 egg, a thing of had 1 egg, tablespoon of butter, and an ounce of cheese, and that was like 90 grams of food. So that's a lot more than I would normally have, and that was for a snack. So anyway, back to the energy. So yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, I felt amazing. I had a boatload of energy. It was really, really great. But then yesterday, I was sleepy like all day long. I don't know what the problem was. I don't know what was going on. And I mean, you know, you guys see, I ate same thing. So I don't know what that was. Plus I had a whopping headache yesterday morning. I was also hoping that it would help me feel better, recovering from the cold. Now, I don't know if that's just time passing, but I did feel better. So would I do this again? Probably. If I have a cold again, I could see doing this to see if I can get just, you know, because I mean, eggs are like, it's such a complete, I don't know. I think of them as like little vitamins, just because of all the nutrition that's in them. So if I were to do it again, it'd be because I was sick. Now, did I get tired of eggs? No, actually, I did not. That was surprising to me. I thought by last night I would be like, I can't stand them anymore. That didn't happen. Now, I think it would have happened if I wasn't doing them several different ways. And one of the reasons why I did them several different ways, 2 reasons. One was for you guys, because I thought, in case anyone else out there wants to try to do an egg fast, here's some different ways to make the eggs that's really, really simple. And, you know, this way you don't get tired of them. Now, I know other people, I saw, this was years ago, back when I first had heard about the egg fast. This one woman was like, she made an egg loaf. She made, oh my goodness. She just made all kinds of things. Like, it took her like hours to food prep. And for me, I wanted everything to be pretty quick and simple. So I didn't really want to food prep or anything like that. I wanted to just have something that I could make right off the bat and it'd be easy. So that was one of the reasons why I did that, was so that I could have variety and you guys could see, here's something fast that you could make that, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I already said, would I do it again? Yeah, only if I'm sick. Now, I know in the past when I had more weight to lose, I could drop like a couple pounds in a day, or with just doing it for like a day and a half, because it was helping reset my system. If my weight did start to go up again, I could see doing it. and it wouldn't be a big deal. But anyway, am I glad to be back to normal eating? Yes. I would say that I could have done it for another 2 days. That would not have been a difficult thing at all. Just because, like I said, I wasn't tired of eggs. But I am ready to get back to regular food. I have a recipe that I'm going to make today, which will be posted, I don't know, eventually. I'm always ahead with my recipe videos and my talking videos. Those are always ahead, so I never know exactly when they're going to drop. But anyway, that is all. I'm going to go get myself some coffee. I am so thankful to be back to regular eating because I missed steak. I did. I missed steak, and I missed this combination because this is my favorite. This is my favorite food of all time. These three things together. So, yeah, anyway, that is all. Thank you so much for watching. This video is brought to you by my faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, who has everything you need and nothing you don't. Bye.